Yeah. Nice quality fish. Let's get them measured up. Take a good look at them. So, if you want to fish, if you want stripers, come down here. That's my report this week. There's fish here. I got about 11 strikes, man. Really good strikes. I landed a couple fish, and it's really good. So come on down, catch some stripers, have a ball, have a beautiful day, and get the recharge light on green. And that'll be it for the fishing portion. Then I'll see you at the spot of the week. All right, so this week's spot check. That's pole 275, 276, 277, all the way out to 230. And this is called Gallos. It's Gallos skating rink. The skating rink up the road there, on the up on the main road, and that's why it's called Gallos. This is right next to Sandbanks. I told you about Sandbanks a week or two ago, which is all sandy. Well, this is all rocky, and a very popular spot. Most of the time it's open, but when there's fish here aplenty, there's a lot of fishermen here because it's easy access. And that is the Bourne Bridge. I am on the Cape Cod side, so most of these for the next few weeks are going to be on the Cape Cod side just because it's easier. That's where I'm fishing. So Bourne Bridge, Railroad Bridge, Sandbank, Gallos. This is Gallos, and all rocky here, really deep, wide open. You can't snag nothing, and very popular spot. And a lot of topwater action here when you get breaking tides in the morning or the evening, when the low tides coincide with morning and evening, and that's called breaking tides. And the fish are more apt to push bait up on the top and feed on the top. We call those breaking tides, and this is a really good breaking tide spot. It's good for everything, but that's what a lot of guys know this as. And so that's this week, Gallos Skating Rink. And thank you guys so much. This isn't spot lock yet, but this is just a contour thing that really useful on the canal. See how the line, where the water meets the land, and there's certain area where points jut out. Well, when the tide gets lower, there are certain areas on the canal that there's points that go way out, and they're extremely desirable, and guys try to race to them. Once you get to them, because you can walk out, you can get out 30, 40 feet into the canal without getting your feet wet, and thereby giving you more casting distance. And you can see by the features how the points are where there's more apt to be. This is high tide now, but where the points are apt to be when you see prominent little points coming out like that. So when you come back at a low tide, you'll really see them, and then mark the pole down. That's it. That's how we do it. You mark the pole down. You get a book and you get all your numbers going. You mark those poles down where that point, and write fishing point or clamshell point, or whatever you want to call it. Also, remember, I had mentioned this a couple times, but it's very subtle. See, there's paths that are worn here as you go along, and there's just paths for no apparent reason. There's a reason why those paths are there. There's something down there that's attractive to fishermen, and it's either a hole or a point, or there's some feature that guys are fishing at regularly, and it's a very subtle thing. That took me a long time to learn here, but as you walk along the canal access road, you'll see these, and you'll do well to keep those numbers. So this week's spot lock is the Bourne Recreation Area, and they're at pole 310 if you're going by poles, but it's easy to access this area, this recreation area, because it's right below the Bourne Bridge. You can't miss the Bourne Bridge. If you look for at the base of the Bourne Bridge, traveling along the roads along the canal on the Cape Cod side, you'll see the signs for the Bourne Recreation Area. And this is like your gateway to the canal because it leads you plenty of ample parking here. There's restrooms, and they have functions up in there every now and then. and there's access to the road that goes the whole length of the canal on the Cape Cod side. So this is the Bourne recreation area, and for fishing anywhere along through here, along the abutments, whatever side the tide is. So the tide's running east. If you fish on the opposite side of whatever side the tide is running, there's holes on both sides, but the fish are going to hang out in front of that. Because the current's going this way, the fish are going to hang out on that side and just dart out at stuff that's drifting by. And then conversely, when the tide's heading west, go along that way. And that goes for any abutments and any bridge anywhere with any kind of cranking current like this. Also, at nighttime, fantastic spot. There's shadows here, and the stripers are going to be in the shadows, right along that shadow line, and that goes for anywhere else that you're fishing in the salt water. You fish that shadow line, right along that shadow line, the stripers are hanging out, and they're waiting to ambush bait that's coming through in any direction, but they like to hide in the shadows. So work the shadow lines, work both sides of this here, and you'll do well. And you'll also access this the access road. Now, remember I was talking about points, prominent points? There's one right there. If you look at the tip of my finger, you can even see the rock sticking out, but at low tide, that goes way out. And you know, you got 30 feet, 40 feet, so you can cast out further. So they're features that are good to look for and make fishing easier and more successful for you. So I hope you'll like this week, and hope it's helping you out. And it took me my life to learn these. You guys can show your appreciation by liking, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you. And we'll keep at it next week. If you can't make it down here, just keep showing up here every week, and you can come along with me and watch us. So until next week, guys, take care, and we'll see you then. See you.